Raging Tempest was released in February 2017. This set introduced the Zodiac archetype, a series of beast warriors capable of one-card Xyz summons that would dominate for the next several formats. Notable cards in this set include True King Lithosejim the Disaster, Miscellaneousaurus, Foolish Burial Goods, Lost Wind, and a card that would forever change philosophies on deck building, That Grass Looks Greener. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. Well, damn! I wasn't expecting the Dino Mist to come out that strong against Gage's desk bots, but to be fair, there are some aspects that do hard counter the deck, and so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the winner's circle once again, and we are going into a new OTS pack and, of course, a new core set. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Really hope we can get those OTS packs. I wouldn't be too bent out of shape if we get a wild card. Looks like we're going for a wild card super this time around. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just realized what this means, you guys. So because we spun the super rare wild card, we can get a copy of Paleozoic Opabinia. And if we do take this, Gage will never expect we go paleo because he knows from the last episode that we didn't get one. So we can actually nab this up and play paleo this round. Oh, this is super tempting. The only other card that's really worth taking in the super slot would be Resort, but I don't even think we got a master plan either because I do have access to spirals. I think we get tough in Raging Tempest, so that's still kind of on the table, but you know what? I think Opabinia and Paleo might be the better strategy, so I think we're gonna lock this in. We've got 24 packs of Raging Tempest to crack.
Fucking Dino Mist? Did anybody see Dino Mist coming? Besides MBT, I'm sure you already had that written down and put in stone somewhere. But did anybody else see Dino Mist coming, dude? That deck was real as fuck. I actually 100% hope Alex doesn't go back to that deck because some of those interactions were a bit scary. I couldn't use 04 at all, dude. It was just like the card didn't exist. However, never getting too discouraged. I do have a backup plan in the tank here that we're going to visit this episode here. But Raging Tempest is a big set. This is a set right before Maximum Crisis where we got one of the best hand traps in the game, Ash Blossom and Joy String. That's next episode, though. This episode, we're going to talk about Rate and how it is one of the coolest sets released in the metagame. And at the time, even though these things are all high rarity and we're not going to be able to see it in Progression Series, Zodiac became the most dominant deck the game had ever seen. Raging Tempest was released February 10th, 2017. And with it, the notable stuff, first thing is the Wind Witch cards. Wind Witches were a pretty easy way to be able to make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. That's pretty much all I remember them doing, really. And then, of course, the Zodiacs, man. If you didn't live through Zodiac era, you did not play some of peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Alex and I will both say this is one of our favorite formats in all of the game just because the mirror matches for this deck were very, very skill-oriented. Person that always knew what they were doing would always pretty much win the duel. A card like Rapier has been put to 1 for a very long time, so you might not remember how crazy it was to play with it at 3. You could actually use its effect where you could detach an XYZ material from a Zodiac and special summon another Rapier from deck. There's no summoning restrictions on the Rapier. It's not like Shakanine, so you could exceed with that one and just go into even more crazy plays. Don't think this card will ever come back to 2, not even 3. We'll never see it at more than 1 ever again, if you ask me. Whiptail is still one that's seen, the Thoroughblade and the Ramrem. You can just see all the major Zodiacs are already released in this set. Getting some True Kings with Lithosejim here, still at 1. I forgot this card was still limited, honestly. Pretty broken with dinosaur strategies, popping like Baby Ceratosaurus and Pterodon in your hand. Fortunately, we don't have any of the Petite Pterodons or the Soul Eatings because those are all structure deck stuff. Shino Birds are a neat spirit archetype that really didn't do too much in the game, but it is something that we can consider because they're all pretty low rarity, even though I didn't get any Aratama back in Shadow Specters, which kind of sucks. Have you read Misk? I'm sure everybody has at this point, and the card is at 1 for a good reason. Wish it was banned, dude. I still think that card should be banned. Eater of Millions is a pretty cool way to outmost anything in the game right now. I don't think there's anything you could be sitting on and feel very comfortable with Eater of the Millions floating around, actually just able to remove big threats. Guess it can't out Dora, but it can out pretty much anything else. Look at here, this is a big section of just banned cards here. Broad Bull is absurd. Dryden, of course we all know is absurd. Tiger Mortar and Borbo, again, pillars of the Zodiac archetype all released in this set. The set was jam-packed, and as well as along that, we also got Barrage too. What more could you ask for? So it's pretty easy to see that right out the gate, Zodiac was just a dominating force, and it would be for a long time. Other spells, we have that Grass Look Screener, which morphed deck building for the longest time. People were able to play 60 card decks and it actually do something. So you would have to make your deck cater around that Grass Look Screener, which would play cards like Left Arm Offering to, of course, get to grass, so you're able to actually resolve it and get your card. For the short time where Ash wasn't released, this card didn't have a counter to it. Card is still banned. I think the card can come back to 1. I actually hope it comes back to 1. It really promoted some cool deck building ideas, especially with snow in the format, made some things pretty bonkers. Foolish Burial Goods, you guys all know, you see it. And Lost Wind's a really good trap card that's released in the rare category here. Anything else to talk about? Void Feast is insane for their Noids. Switcheroo is an interesting card. Konami really hyped up Sea Monster of Theseus. Card fucking sucked. And then some more Subterrors. Not the big ones though. We don't get Guru or anything like that yet. Outside of that, I think that's about it. Damn, like we said, there just keeps getting more and more stuff we have to talk about when we open these sets here. Let's open our penny pack, OTS pack 3. I don't think there's anything good in OTS 3, but I get to open one of them. All right, what am I getting out of my 1 pack here? Flip it up. Nothing good. Hey, we're getting new Knights and Sorcerer. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna add it to the collection. Let's open some Raging Tempest, baby.
All right, you guys, 24 packs of Raging Tempest. Damn, are there some good cards in here. Some of them are higher rarity, but who knows? Maybe our luck will be with us like it was in the last set. Flip them up. There's a Tiger Mortar in the ultra rare slot. If we did want to go Zodiac, we would need one of these. Also, an Eater of Millions in the common slot. This card is actually incredibly strong, and this may be actually become a staple for the progression series. Next pack, an Eater of Millions, a Bunny Blast. We do need to get those Zodiac names. Obviously, we want to play the deck. And also Rocket Hand. This card is actually low-key kind of good in the progression series. It's an 800 attack boost just sort of effect, but the best part of this is you can send the equipped card to the graveyard, then target a face-up card on the field, destroy it, then change the attack of the monster this card is equipped to 0, and its battle position cannot change. So the reason why I say this is kind of good is that it is actually sort of removal in a little bit of a tricky way. I don't know if it's actually like a playable card, but it is something to think about. It's not bad. There's another ultra rare Dark Contract with the entities. We do actually have a reasonable DDD core. I think it might be semi-playable, but I don't know exactly if we would A, play this, or B, even go that route altogether. Wow, second Zodiac Tiger Mortar. I mean, at least we have the Tiger Mortar part of the deck figured out, but we still need Whiptails. We haven't seen a single rat yet. We also need some of the better Xyz monsters as well, you know, like the Trident, the Broad Bull, which are secret, but it's possible. We pulled 4 secrets in the last set, so we'll see. I guess this is just the ultra rare box. There is a Performapal Daggerman. Neat little card, but I don't know if it's exactly useful for us. Miscellaneousaurus does debut in this set, but unfortunately, we don't really have the structure deck to be able to take advantage of dinosaurs all the way. That would be really nice, but it's a cool pickup to have. I'm not sure if dinos are going to be on the table, though. Here's an interesting card, Heavy Armored Train Iron Wolf. Now, unfortunately, this isn't generic. I really wish it were. It does require level 4 machines. However, the Dinomists are level 4 machines, so we do have a monster that can possibly attack directly. The problem is we already kind of do have that in the form of Spinos. However, this card is actually just generically applicable at all times because it's in the extra deck, so we don't have to search it. So if we did go and play Dinomists again, we'd probably play this.
All right, so it's going to be that easy where we can pull just a full set of Zodiac monsters and crush Alex. It's just that simple, right? Raging Tempest, 24 packs. Let's see how lucky we get today, ladies and gentlemen. First pack, flipping them up. Okay, Subterra, guys, not bad. Build upon our Subterra strat we already have that we're going to see in the future here. Bunny Blast coming in. There's our first copy of Lost Wind. I have a feeling I want to play Paleozoic today. That's what's on my radar, and I think pulling Lost Wind, although I don't think it's like guaranteed good against whatever strategy Alex picks. I might have to hit the side deck. I do think it's a really good generic trap. There's our first wrap here along the Zodiac train here. No XIZs have been pulled yet, not a single one. Bro, 1 wrap here, that's crazy. Oh, wow, Tiger Mortar. Okay, that's a pretty good ultra rare. I'll take it. Getting along the Zodiac lines, they're not bad. Now I just gotta pull a Barrage, gotta pull a Broad Bull, and a Trident, and we're good to go. Spy Gal Misty is one of the worst ultras of the set. So it's called Spy Gal instead of Spiral, so you can't search it with anything. It kind of fucking sucks. This card's really bad. Wow. Wow, that grass looks greener. As a secret rare, I prefer almost any other one, but hey, 1 copy of grass, I don't know if it's enough to shift around any deck building ideas, because we don't have Left Arm Offering. That is some side set stuff right there. And if I'm trying to bank on a deck building it just around that grass looks greener, I'm almost 100% of the time not going to be able to resolve it. Still, really neat pickup, actually. If I can find a way to weave a deck around it, could be pretty good.
It's unfortunate, but there is a copy of Spiral Tough. Very fantastic card, especially paired with the 2 copies of Super Agent that we pulled, but unfortunately, sadly, no resorts, so it's not going to be doing much. Oh my god, and there's Spy Gal Misty. Misty actually would have been insane if they actually just gave it a Spiral name. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't, but maybe they didn't need to make Spiral any more broken than it already was. I suppose this card is somewhat worth talking about. This is Symphonic Warrior Guitar. We also, I believe, have Mix in here as well. These two actually just enable you to be able to have an additional normal summon and a somewhat generic sort of engine, so something to look out for. If we get a playset of this and I think just one copy of Mix, we'd be looking solid on that front. Okay, there's a Rap here. I'm happy to see this, but this is the first one we've seen, and unfortunately, we haven't gotten any Whiptails yet either, and Whiptail may be the better card because this gets limited eventually, so Zodiac Pool's not looking too great. Hopefully, Gage's is looking equally as bad as mine. Okay, there's a Mix or Mike's. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, so that's pretty cool. I think this is our second or third copy of Ram Ram, and Spiral Gear Utility Wire. We were so close to greatness with the Spiral. So close. The universe did not want this to happen.
All right, coming up on the last 4 packs here. Altogether, I've been unimpressed here. I think I got my 3 Lost One, which was one of the things I was hoping to walk out of here with. Cave Clash is pretty good. I'll take that for the sub-tears. But altogether, Raging Tempest, it doesn't feel like a great set. That's my 3rd. Sulfaneer. Whoa! 3 more packs. Anything broken in the close. That's my 2nd That Grass Looks Greener. Wow, that's like super interesting. Is there a deck with this, man? Can I build anything with it? It's so unreliable. That's the thing. And I don't have left arm to get to it. Oh man, I have to brew something up with that. All right, last pack. Anything big? 2nd wrap here. Yeah, 2nd wrap here with no big Zodiacs to pair up with it. I gotta hope Alex didn't get that lucky either and didn't get anything crazy. Looks like I ended up getting like 2 to 3 of my Lost Wins here, which is what I really wanted. 2 That Grass Looks Greener. That's interesting. Is it good? It's hard to say. But let's get building and let's see what we can make up today.
There's the big boy, True King Lithosogem, the Disaster. Fantastic super rare. Actually gets banned for a reasonable amount of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. And nice pickup. I don't exactly know if we'll be playing it, but a little bit scary because this card is actually just nuts. There's our first Whiptail. It'd be nice if we had some more Zodiac Xyzs because at this point, we just have the 2 Tiger Mortar, which is nice, but we don't even have a Borbo yet, which is a little bit odd. And haven't gotten any of the secrets yet either. Okay, well, 2nd Whiptail. I guess that was pretty easy. We still need more of the Xyz monsters. And I know in the next set, I think we get access to Hammer Kong and Chakanine, which are actually pretty low rarity, but I'd still like to get as many zoos as possible from this set. All right, you guys, so only a few packs left. I'd say the opening's been pretty average. We got some okay cards that may come up in some instances. Let's go ahead and flip them up. Lost Win. This is the first one of these we've gotten, and I'm really sad because this card's actually very good. This is actually an effect negation-based card that you target a face-up special summon monster on the field, negate its effects, and have its original attack. And if a monster is special summoned from your opponent's extra deck, you can actually reset this card to your field to use again, but it's banished after that 2nd use. I'm really happy to see it. It's unfortunate we only have 1 though, but I guess 1's better than 0. Let's go ahead and flip up the last couple of packs here. Oh, another Spy Gal Misty. That hurts. That hurts. I mean, I would have taken a 3rd Tiger Mortar at that point, but it is what it is. Let's flip up the last one. Oh, there was actually a Winter Bell. The Wind Witches debuted in the set as well. I completely forgot. Well, that's it for the polls. I would say it's pretty average. Nothing like too ridiculous, but I think we may have expended most of our luck in the previous episode. Let's go and load up Dueling Book. We've got some work to do.
All right, we're off the bots now. We're trying something new today, and it was something I was looking at last episode, but I was almost guaranteed that Alex would think I'm playing something different than Despot. Unfortunately, he had the read that I was going to stick to it, which is a little strange. I actually didn't think he would think that way. We have something else brewing in the tank, and it's something cool that I think we can try now, especially with the freedom that we know Alex doesn't have. Opabinia. Paleozoic Opabinia is insane. It's a card we got last set, and it was what I was hinging this deck on actually being okay on. And I was expecting Alex to pull copy because it's only a super rare, and his deck would probably be better than mine because his trap pull is a lot better than mine. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, he didn't get one, but we did. So we're able to build this deck, and I don't think he's going to try to counterplay it or try to play it himself. If he does, he's in a worse spot because he doesn't strictly have this card, and this card's very good. So we're playing Paleozoics today, mixed with Frogs. Well, I do think we have the upper end on a lot of cards here, like things like Substitute is pretty broken, as well as, Tidal Fishborg Blaster. Very minimum spell lineup of just Dark Hole 1-for-1 and Pot of Greed. If Alex is flipping IO, we're not going to be as saddened by it unless he has the absolute stones, and he negates one of these 3. Otherwise, we're playing a whole metric fucko ton of traps here, and the only thing we're going to get run out is by Alex's superior spell and trap removal. He's got MST. He's he's got the Twin Twisters, he's got the Heavy Storm. But I think if we can play a little bit more effectively and carefully, especially if we can stick Opabinia turn 1 and not have to even commit anything to the board, we're gonna have a lot better chance. Only pulled 2 Olenites, which is the spell trap removal. Again, I'm just not destined to have good spell trap removal this series. It doesn't exist apparently. But looking at everything else, I don't think the traps are too that terrible. You know, Dynamiscus is absurd as everybody knows it. We got the 2 Morella, the 3 Kaneda, which is just a Book of Moon. Fiendish Chains aren't too bad with the bottomless trap pull. I also decided to tech Spiritual Water our Aoi and Trap Dushu, bringing it back to the hand control frog days with MBT. This card's actually pretty sick. You know, being able to tribute any of the Paleozoics, which sometimes they can just linger around on the field and do nothing if we don't have a way to make them, or if it's our opponent's turn and we can stick a board, it's able to easily just sack one of those Paleozoics and then rip a card out of Alex's hand and get full hand knowledge as well. Also can pair extremely well with some cards like Confiscation and Mind Crush if we're going first, so we can just side into these, and then if we're able to resolve one of the ones where we get knowledge of Alex's hand, Mind Crush becomes live and it gets pretty tasty. Altogether, I feel like this list isn't too bad. Definitely carried a lot by subs to Toad being a card here, and I think the Paleozoics, if we can stick Animal Icarus or Opabinia or both, I think we have a really good chance of taking this down. Let's see what Alex brewed up for today and see if it can beat Trap.deck.
You know, we may not have totally awesome, but this still looks like a very formidable deck because we are bringing Paleozoic to today's duel. I have to give it a shot, you guys. We do only have 1 Opabinia. We do have 2 Anomal Icarus, and this card is actually a house, and so I think this is a way to throw Gage off. He will never expect Paleo because he thinks we're past the point where it's playable, but thankfully the wheel came in clutch for us. So let's do the card by card. We are starting off with the 3 Barrier statue. If we do have the opportunity to go first, or if Gage forces us to go first and we open this, then there's a very high likelihood we're just going to win off of this card alone. This card is just nasty. We're playing a small frog package of 3 Swap Frog, 2 Dupe, and 2 Ronin Totem. It's weird because I feel like these might be cuttable in this deck because we're not playing totally awesome. We actually only have a few rank 2s to be able to go into, but this is good to be able to get pressure on the board and allow us to get into the rank 2s a lot easier since the Paleozoics can be a little bit slower, and so having that ability to get into an Opabinia, get into an Anomal Icarus, I still think it's worth playing these cards. 1 Max C and then 3 Volcanic Scattershot rounding out the monsters. This card gets much better in this deck because we can send Blaze Accelerator Reload off of Paleozoic Morella because Morella's first effect says send 1 trap from your deck to the graveyard. So you can not only send a Paleozoic to essentially tutor for 1, but we could also just send this to have an instant speed Raigeki during Gage's turn. The spell package is pretty light. Book of Moon, Darkhold, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, Snatch Steal. I mean, these are probably just like the best spells we have access to. And then the trap cards, there is 22 of them. We are playing 2 Blaze Accelerator Reload. I don't think we need 3. I just don't want to make sure I draw 1 so that way I can still send 1 off of the Morella. The whole purpose of this is, like I said before, just a Raigeki Gage with a single Scattershot effect. Also, the burn damage may be able to come up as well. Compulse is just a generically good trap, as well as Dimensional Barrier, which we forgot to play in the last episode, but obviously we didn't need it. This card is just nasty against most of the decks we could be playing, whether it's a Synchro, Xyz, or Pendulum-based deck. Dimensional Barrier will buy us that time. 2 Fiendish Chain to keep things in check, 1 Imperial Order to shut down spells, 1 Lost Wind. This is exceptionally good in Paleozoic because you get 2 uses out of it, which means you can get 2 Paleos out of the grave. And then the Paleozoics, we have 3 Canadia, 3 Dinomishus, 3 Morella, and 3 Olenoides. So each of these have their own individual effect on activation. Canadia, Book of Moon's a card, which is pretty sick. Dinomishus discards a card to banish a card on the field. Morella dumps a trap from deck to grave. And Olenoides is actually just an MST, which is pretty nice. And then they all have the effect that while they're in the graveyard, once per chain, when a trap card is activated, you can chain the effect of a Paleo engrave to special summon itself out to the field. And that's how these cards start to build their board presence. And in addition to that, all Paleos are unaffected by monster effects if they are special summoned this way. So this is actually a very interesting sort of effect. And a lot of the, good cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Tend to be monster sort of effects. So that can make these rather annoying to deal with, even though they do have a pretty measly stat line at 1200. That's okay because if we can go into stuff like Anomal Icarus, that can pave the way to make these things pretty formidable. Then rounding out the traps, just a Quaking Mirror Force and a Torrential, just pretty much every good stuff trap we have access to. The extra deck's pretty irrelevant. I'm trying to play a wide variety of different levels of synchros because if we Snatch Steal a tuner, then maybe we can take that in some of our level 2s to make any of these. So there's a little bit of a heavier emphasis on synchros. The only Xyzs that matter are the 2 Anomal Icarus and the Opabinia. Opabinia is unaffected by other monster effects as well as Anomal Icarus as well. And Opabinia has the effect that if it has a trap card as Xyz material, you can detach an Xyz material to add a Paleozoic trap from your deck to your hand. But that's not all, because you can activate the effects of Paleozoic traps from your hand, so you can basically use them as spell cards during your turn, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So the fact that it pluses you and you can turn your traps into much faster, efficient resources is great. And then Anomalocaris does require 3 level 2s compared to Opabinia requiring 2, but this one is a lot stronger because it is 2400 attack, where Opabinia is more of a defensive sort of advantage generating card. Anomalocaris is able to, once per turn during either player's turn, as long as it has a trap as exceeds material, detach a material, target a card on the field, and destroy it. It also has an ability to excavate the top card of your deck, and if it's a trap, add it to your hand, otherwise send it to the graveyard as well. And that's once per turn if a trap is sent from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. So just all value all day with both of these cards. These are definitely going to be the key cards to look out for. And then moving on to the side deck, 2 Gamma Seal. I kind of regret not having this in the side deck in the last episode, especially when I saw Super Dora. So I want to make sure I had it this time. We're playing Gamma Seal because it's water. That just makes the most sense, especially because we have Barrier Statue. We're playing some spell and trap removal, Heavy Storm, MST, and 2 Twin Twisters. I'm also playing 3 copies of Wetlands. This gives all Aqua Water level 2 or lower monsters 1200 attack, which turns all of the Paleozoics into 2400 attack bodies that are unaffected by monster effects. Also makes Swap Frog 2200, so that's not bad. It turns these monsters into very sizable threats, and so if I feel like the games are going too long, I might side this in. I'm not like super confident in this card. It really kind of depends on what Gage is playing, but this could be a way to really gain an edge just because that is a huge boost to attack power. And then we're also playing 3 Goes in Match and 3 Summon Limit, just as some other cards to slow the game down so our deck can get going. I don't know what Gage is going to be playing this episode. I doubt he's going to be on Deskbot because I feel like after last episode, he's going to really feel like he needs to change it up, because if I come in with Dynamist, he knows he's probably going to lose that 100%. So I picked, the best traps that I could find. Goes in makes it so that people can only use 1 attribute, and my deck is all water, so that doesn't matter to me. And Summon Limit, I can summon monsters on Gage's turn, so I can actually outvalue him in that department. So both of these are pretty nice, and depending on what Gage is playing, these might come in games 2 and 3. Guys, I am super excited to play this. It's been a while since we touched some Paleo, I'm not gonna lie, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Gage, I sense a raging tempest just building up over on your side, especially after your loss in the last episode. I feel like you want to come in swinging this episode, and so that has me a little bit on edge, I'll be honest, but how do you feel? How are your polls?
You should be scared, bud. I'm feeling actually really good, dude. I hope you brought those Dino Mists back to the table, dude. I'm ready to extinct them. It's going to be so easy.
We'll see. We'll see. This is an interesting set, I feel like, because I feel like Zoo is such a crazy archetype, but it feels so high rarity because Trident, like Broad Bowl, even you and I were talking, right? Like even just going Whiptail Control is like almost viable, it seems like.
It's weird. Yeah, because like Whiptail, especially any of the Zodiac monsters, just the whole premise of a 1-card XYZ, like it changed the whole game there. It was just too good.
Sure.
And then we get Shakanine in the next episode too, and along with Norden, if we were like doing side sets, the game just got absolutely insane at a point.
Yeah, the next sets we have, it's Maximum Crisis, which is another just huge set in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. And then Code of the Duelist, like Link monsters, Gage, are not far off. I can't believe we're already up to this.
Isn't that so silly, dude? It's like we blinked and now we're all through the pendulum era here.
It's going to change a lot, though, because Link monsters just bring a whole bit of variety, but we'll get to that a little bit later. You ready, buddy?
I'm ready, dude. Let's duel.
All right, let's go ahead and shout out our patron. This is actually a good one. It's, I gave up an OnlyFans subscription for this. We thank you for your generosity, my man.
Worth it, bro. Worth it.
Won that rock, paper, scissors. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't know what you're up to. I am going to go first, though.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, dude. Good luck.
All right. Good luck, buddy. Let's see what we can do. That's an interesting one. Okay. So we'll go to main one. I am going to, and this might give away what I'm actually doing, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon a Swap Frog.
Oh, what the fuck are you on? Yeah, that's good. Okay.
I'm going to activate that frog. Is that fine?
That's fine. Go for it.
Okay. We'll go ahead and dump a good old copy of Sir Ronin Toden. I will use the effect of that frog, bring it back to hand, and I'm going to set 3 cards and pass it on over to you, buddy. Go ahead.
Wow, dude, thrilling. I will draw for turn. Standby main. Alex, this is not what I wanted to do today. I'm gonna be honest, bro. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm going to activate Tidal, and I'm going to pitch Flip-Flop Frog from my hand.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, man. I got to be honest, dude. Like I said, I really didn't want to be doing a Paleo mirror today. Oh.
I guess here we are. I guess the fans are going to get what they asked for.
All right, I'm going to dump a Ronin Totem.
Sure. You feeling good over there, buddy?
I'm feeling pretty good, dude. I don't know how you're feeling, though. I'm going to activate Ronin Toad, and I'm going to banish Flip Flop Frog.
That is fine.
Cool. I'm going to set 4 cards. It's your turn.
Oh, this is fucking gameplay. I am so ready. I'll draw. Anything standby.
Yeah, during the standby phase, I think I got something here.
What you got?
I'm going to activate Morella.
Sure, Morella dump. That's fine.
Yeah, Morella dump. All right, Morella, I'm going to dump a Pacaya from my deck to the graveyard.
Sure. Just get them all loaded up.
Yep, still in standby, still thinking. I'm going to activate Spiritual Water Art AoE, and I'm going to tribute Ronin Toad, and I'm going to chain Pacaya in my graveyard.
Thinking if I have any response to the AoE, because this is where things are going to get really fucky with chain links and trying to stop paleo pushes. I think that's probably fine.
Okay, so I'm going to summon the Pacaya, and I'm going to take a look at your hand here, and I get the
This is a rough one. I already know what you're taking. Like, this is an easy answer.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of your swap frog.
Wow, okay.
Well, you thought I was gonna get what? This snatch steal? What, you want to take my Pacaya? Okay, sure.
Sure. Because then I can overlay it with my guys. Am I good to go to main 1 now?
You're good to go to main 1. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll go to main 1. I think I am just going to be very boring and set 1 and pass. Go ahead,
man. No problem, dude. I'm gonna draw for turn. Standby main. I'm just gonna set a card, and I'm gonna end my turn. Go ahead, dude.
Interesting. I'll draw. Anything standby?
Nope, you're good.
All right, main 1. Boy, it just keeps getting better, doesn't it? I'll set 1 and pass. Go ahead.
Thrilling, bro. Thrilling. I'm gonna draw for turn. Standby main. All right, well, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna activate 1 for 1. I'm gonna discard Fishboard Blaster.
Okay, I will Imperial Order this.
Wow. I'm going to chain Morella in my graveyard.
Sure. That's
okay,
fine.
Cool. Resolves. I'm going to summon this. Your IO is going to resolve and negate the 1 for 1, which is no problem.
Yep. And it's going to stay on the field. I don't know why I just put it in the graveyard. You're good. Continue.
I'm going to overlay these 2. I'm going to put them into... Opa! You don't have this card, bro. I bet you feel jealous right now.
Okay, on summon, I'm going to Dimensional Barrier.
Okay, and what are you going to call here?
Xyz.
Okay. No, call Synchro, dude. I know you can do that.
Right? In the paleo match, that seems like a good idea.
All right, I'm still going to, I'm going to activate Opabinia still here, and I'm going to detach Pacaya. It's going to get negated.
Just to get engraved? Sure, that's fine.
I'll just end my turn. Go ahead, dude.
Sure, that's fine. I will draw. Standby phase, I'm going to let the IO go.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to snatch your Opabinia.
Go to your main phase 1, please. And I'm gonna
Sorry, main phase 1.
Yeah, okay, it's yours.
Okay, activate the effect.
I'm going to chain... Fiendish Chain.
Fiendish Chain,
I'll pass priority. Or do I have to chain the Paleozoic in response to this?
No. I have a chance to respond. Yeah, okay. I'm going to chain Dinomishus, target Fiendish Chain.
All right, I'm going to chain Morella.
Sure, that's fine. Anything else?
No, this is fine. It resolves.
Okay, so chain resolves. You get Morella. I am going to discard this right Geki, sadly, but it will pop the Fiendish Chain.
Okay, banish it, actually.
Banish, yeah, correct. And then Opabinia resolves.
Sure.
So with the Opabinia, I'm going to grab an Olenoids.
Okay.
With the Opabinia effect, I'm going to activate this Olenoids in my hand, go after your back row.
That's fine. I'm going to chain the Pacaya in my graveyard.
Sure. That's fine.
So resolves. This pops, and then I get to summon Pacaya.
There's another Paleo. Okay. Didn't really want to see that. But okay, I think the next play, I'm going to fire a Canadia. Target your... I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll target Pacaya.
Can you do that? And what does it just go face down set? Like, where's it?
Yeah, it just sets because it's a monster.
Oh, it's not treated a trap. No, you're right.
Yeah, they're treated as monsters. So, I mean, we could double check if you want, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm 100% you're right. Okay, so in response to Canadia, well, then I guess I'll train Hallucigenia in the graveyard here.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
Cool. So I'll summon Hallucigenia, and then which one did you want to flip? It didn't matter, really.
I wanted to flip the Pacaya, but it's not going to matter. I'm going to Torrential.
Oh, you're nasty, bro. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Sure. I'm going to pass priority there. Do you want to chain one?
I mean, I could chain one, but unfortunately, I don't think it's very good. I mean, yeah, because then I just lose the monster, yeah.
All right, well, I guess we're going Primal State here. Okay. So these all get banished.
I mean, major top deck war, but all your stuff gets banished.
Yep.
So that's what I'm the most happy about from the outcome of all of this. So I have a fully loaded grave of Paleos, and you have, I believe, none right now. So I'm happy
I have a title there, though. Don't be too safe.
You do have a title. You do have a title. That's true. So I guess that that could come back to bite me at some point. I will just pass the turn. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, draw. Stand by main. That's a pretty good top deck. I'm going to summon Sangan. I'm going to beat you.
Oh, that is pretty nice. Sure, I'll take it.
Your move.
First damage all game.
Yeah,
that's
right?
crazy. Oh my god. I will... that's a bit awkward. I'll set and I'll pass. Go ahead.
Sure, I'll draw. Stand by main. I'll go battle phase, and I'll just poke into your face down here. Is it Dupe Frog?
It's not Dupe Frog. It's Barrier Statue of the Torrent.
What the fuck? All right. Not going to be doing much against this matchup, but I'll go main phase 2.
Yeah.
I'll set a card, and can't summon anything except waters, bro. Go ahead.
No, yeah. It's not the worst. Okay, I'll draw. That's interesting. I think we can actually do something with that. I will normal summon Swap Frog.
That's a good draw. Yep.
It's pretty good. I'll use the effect.
Yep.
I'm going to get the other Ronin out of my deck.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and banish for a Ronin.
Sure.
I'm just going to bring the Swap Frog back to hand, and I'll pass the turn.
Sure. I'll draw. Stand by main. All right, I'm going to flip summon Dupe Frog.
Sure.
I am going to activate Fishborg Blaster. I'm going to pitch
That's fine.
Canadia, and I'm going to summon back the Blaster.
Pretty good.
And then I'm going to activate Tidal. I'm going to banish Ronin and Opabinia.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to summon back Tidal.
Okay.
All right, I am going to move to battle.
Sure.
I'm going to beat over your barrier statue.
Okay.
Main 2. I'm going to synchro for 10.
Sounds good.
I'm going to make Leo.
It's a beefy boy.
He is a big Leo. I'll throw my Sangan in defense, and I'll just pass turn. Go ahead.
We will draw. Bring out the Swap Frog.
Yep.
We will dump a Dupe Frog.
Sure.
I'll bounce the swap back to hand. I'll set one and I'll pass.
Sure. I will draw for turn. Stand by main. All right, well, weird spot. I don't know what that face down is.
Yeah, and we have things that can take care of Leo in this deck, so...
Yeah, simple Dynamiscus kind of does it there. You've only used one Dynamiscus there. Canadia doesn't quite cleanly deal with it, but it's a little scary. I'm not going to lie to you, bud. So if I attack your Ronin Tonin, I'm not really making any ground here.
Not really. I just bring it back next turn.
All right, well, I'm going to avoid going to the battle phase here. I'm just going to keep my Leo, I think. I'm going to go to my end phase.
Straight to the end phase. That's fine.
All right, go ahead.
Let's get something. I will draw. Go to main 1. We'll bring out Swap Frog.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and dump a Swap Frog.
Sure.
And I will just go ahead and add it back to hand, and I think I just want to pass. Go ahead.
Thrilling. I'll draw. Stand by main.
Riveting, isn't it?
Still not want to do too much. I'm going to set a card, and I'm just going to pass turn, dude. Go ahead.
I mean, I can understand your hesitation here, right? I mean, because, like, Leo's so good, and if you lose it, it would just be soul-crushing. Stand by good?
You're good.
Okay, we'll go to main 1 here, then. I feel like I gotta be doing something.
I mean, doing nothing's been working pretty well for the last few turns.
I know, our life points have barely fucking moved
right?
this whole time. Oh my god. Okay, normal summon Swap Frog.
Yep.
We're gonna get rid of a Dupe Frog.
Sure.
I will bounce the frog back to my hand.
Okay.
And might just pass on that, honestly. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
It's been working well the last few turns. Why not?
I mean, you know, we're staring at each other. We're staring at each other.
I'll draw a card. Stand by main. I'll set another card, and I'll just pass. Go ahead.
All right, we will draw. Anything in standby.
I do have something to your standby. I can't believe this is live. I'm going to activate Dust Shoe.
Oh, wow. Damn. This is kind of awkward. I didn't want you to see a lot of this, but I can't wait to see your reaction when I edit this one.
Holy shit. Did you just draw Pot of Greed? You're fucking nice, bro.
I did just draw Pot of Greed.
I can't believe you, bro. You're nice.
Yeah.
I
I'm
guess
also going to chain a paleo to your trap Dust Shoe.
That's
if
fine.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
no, that's a
Yeah.
No. Well, actually, then I have a response.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're chaining a paleo, I'm going to chain Maxi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Okay, so
Okay. So get your. Oh, I guess this would all resolve first.
yeah. So let me get a look here, and I'll get rid of the Swap Frog.
So swap's gonna go. I get a paleo, and you get to draw.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Let me shuffle this up. Swap Frog is gone. Okay, are we good? Anything else in standby?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, I'll go to main 1. Let's start with a Pot of Greed.
Yep, seems about right.
Obvious, right? Now, I was going to do something, but then the Max C kind of threw a wrench in things, unfortunately. I'm going to put this in defense, actually. I really don't want to give you cards. That's like the last thing I want to do, because I'm up right now.
I do like cards. I really like cards.
I know you do, but I don't want to do what you did in the last episode and give you a whole new hand. We see how south that can go very quickly. I'm just going to set 2 and pass. We'll let the Max C elapse.
All right, I will draw for turn. Standby, main. Now I know you have Dark Hole. That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, it's depressing, right?
Don't want to commit anything else still, that means. So I'm just going to set 2. I'm going to throw the Sangan. I'm not going to do that.
It's so risky.
I just don't know what you have back there. Everything is so scary. And the fact that you haven't outed this Leo yet, it kind of makes me real happy. I'm not going to lie. Like, I do love that Leo.
Yeah, I mean, it sticks around. You know I have the out to it, but I can't out at this exact moment.
Correct.
I know you're thinking about it. I know you want to do it.
I know. There's so many things I want to. There are so many things I want to do, but none of them feel good. I'm just gonna go past the turn. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw.
Sure.
Anything standby.
No, you're good.
Okay, we'll go to main 1. Okay, what can we do? 3 back row. I gotta clear this Leo at some point.
Doesn't have to be now. He can stick around.
It doesn't have to be now, but I'd prefer it be now, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna Dino-Mishus, target your Sangan.
Okay, I'm gonna chain Canadia in my graveyard.
That's fine.
Okay, resolves.
Okay, so you get a Canadia. I'm going to pitch Blaze Accelerator Reload.
What the hell? Okay. What the hell? Wait a minute. Okay. Thinking on resolution.
Well, Sang gets banished, so then you could think on res all you want, buddy.
What the fuck are you playing this for?
Why not? Seems pretty good against this specific board state, don't you think?
Yeah, it does, which is kind of concerning.
TikTok! What you gonna do?
Yo. All right. Well, oh my fucking god, the volcanics, bro. All right.
It's good, right?
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna activate Spiritual Water Art AoE, and I'm gonna tribute the Canadia.
Okay. I will chain a Dino-Mishus Engrave.
Sure.
We'll bring this out. And I don't think I have anything else. So chain, we're good?
Yeah, we're good. Let me get a look.
Okay. Yeah, you know my hand.
Yeah, I know Dark Hole Barrier statue. Get rid of the Dark Hole.
I figured that's what you're getting rid of, which is very convenient that I have that Blaze Accelerator reload.
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Anything else on res?
No, you're good on res.
Okay, so, I don't really just want to go, like, firing this now, but maybe I do, to be honest. That might be the move. I kind of like it. Gets rid of the Leo. Let's go ahead and fire an Olenoides, and we're going to target this back row. Okay. Any response?
Yes, I do have a response. I will chain another Olenoides, and I'll target your
What are you
going
going to target? Well, funny for you, I will target another Olenoides, and I will target your final back row.
It do
Any
be
response?
Like, it do be like that, don't it? I guess I'll activate Hallucigenia. And I'll sync I'll sync your Dino-Mishus by half. It doesn't matter, but
okay. So you're gonna sync that by half. I will chain a Olenoides Engrave. Let's keep the Olenoides train going.
That's fine. No
to your Hallucinogeny. That fine?
That's fine. Yep, resolves.
Okay, so chain resolves, everything dies.
Yep.
Now I will go ahead and we'll banish this reload. Let's get these scatter shots out of my deck. Yep. I don't know how I didn't draw these. And we'll kill off the Leo. And then you will take 1,500 damage as well. 500 per scatter shot. Okay, now we can start making some things happen here. And I feel like I'm going to be in a pretty good position after this one. So I'm going to start by overlaying both of these for an Opabinia.
What the hell? What do you mean? You didn't get any.
Gage, I rolled a super rare wild card on the wheel today. So guess what? I do have an Opabinia now.
I just can't have nice things, can I, bro? I just can't have nice things. Oh my god. Yeah, all right, enjoy it.
This is the reason I thought you were never going to think I was on this deck, because you knew I didn't have Opabinia.
I said that. I said that.
Yep, you literally said it, and I was just holding my breath until I could finally summon one.
Go ahead.
So it's great. It's great. Okay, so we're going to fire this Opabinia.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and grab ourselves. We've got a few things we can grab. I think I want to grab Dino-Mishus.
Sure.
So we'll grab that. I'm going to go ahead and banish one of the Dupe Frogs Engrave for a Ronin.
Okay.
And then I'm going to overlay all of them for Paleozoic Anomalocaris.
Yep.
He is not too bad. And I think we're going to go to battle. I'll hit you for 24.
I'll tell you, whoops, that's a lot more than 24.
Yeah, that's a little bit. So you're at 65, so you're going to take 24, so you're going to go down to 41, I believe. Okay. Main 2, I'm just going to set one, and I think I'm just going to pass it on over to you, buddy. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Standby, main.
All good.
I'm just going to end the turn. Go ahead, dude.
Passing. That's interesting. I guess I do need to kill you, right? That's probably something I should do. We'll go to main 1. I will fire this Opabinia.
Sure.
Let's grab a Canadia.
Okay.
this time around. You have Paleos and Graves, so it's difficult for me to get my Paleos out, unfortunately. I do think I want to get in for a pretty considerable amount of damage here since it's an open board. I'll bring out the barrier statue that's doing literally nothing.
No doubt. Yep.
We'll hit you for 34.
I'll take it.
And then main 2, I'll set 1, and I'll pass it to you.
All right, I'll drop. Standby, main. During the main phase, I'll activate Dark Hole.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, sure. So everything goes.
Nice. All right, I know you have Canada. Don't know your other one, I think.
You know I added Canada and Dinomicious.
Dinomicious.
Because I added one off of each.
Okay, Dinomicious only hop-ups face-ups. So right now you don't have a way to trigger any of your back row to be able to set up. I gotta hope you don't have anything in hand. I'll just set a card, and I'll end the turn. Got it.
Sure, we'll draw. We'll head on over to main 1 here. I will set 1, and I'll pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw. Okay. How many Olenites do you have in play here? You played 1, 2... Oh, you played all of them. Okay, so you don't have any more Olenites to trigger. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna end my turn. Go ahead, bud.
He's so close to dead. I just need something. Oh my god. All right, main 1. I will set 1.
What the hell is going on, bro? Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna deck you out.
I mean, at this rate, I'm on 11 cards to your 19. You know, all that swap frog thinning is, somewhat coming to bite me now. I will pass.
I will draw. I'll set a card, and I will end the turn. Go ahead, dude.
Let's draw. I'll set 1 and pass.
Unreal.
Go ahead.
Full back row. Okay, I'll draw.
Full back row. We're loaded.
I'll just set a card as well. I'll pass the turn to you, Duelist. Go ahead.
You know, this is the entertainment that the viewers,
This
I'm
is
sure
exactly what they want, bro. The snooze fest of a game 1 50-minute Paleozoic mirror.
For real. This is like why you said in the last episode you didn't want to do
I know.
this.
It's
This is
just,
exactly
it's
why.
such a snooze fest. And I can't believe we got
Yeah.
Opabinia too. You suck. Oh, I'm lying.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Okay. We gotta start doing something here.
Do you?
I think so, because like you said, I think you could maybe deck me out if I don't. That might be an option, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's start by firing off a Morella.
Okay. If I activate like Oleonites, that gives you a monster to work with. Because you can Dynamiscus. But you have to commit to the Dynamiscus. If you go this, you'll just dump. And then you guess you chain one of them. You get another dude on the board. Then you got double Ronin town. Alright, I'll chain Oleonite.
Okay. Anything else on res?
No, you're
Okay, so chain resolves, you get the Olenoides. This is not helping my situation of decking myself out here, so I need to think what I want to send. I probably want to dump another Morella, honestly.
Okay.
I think I'll do that. Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna set 1, and I'll pass it on over to you, buddy.
Damn, bro. Alright, I will draw for standby. I've burned through like the majority of your fucking lineup here.
Been a lot. It's been a lot.
I'm gonna normal summon Swap Frog.
Are you activating the effect?
I
do have a dupe engrave. Yeah, that's fine.
I will dump a Ronin Totem.
Sounds about right.
I will activate Ronin Totem, and I will banish Dupe Frog.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna activate Swap, throw it back in my hand.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pass. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw.
Okay.
Head on over to main 1. I have to make something happen here eventually. I'm going to activate Canadia, targeting your Olenoides.
Okay, I will chain Hallucinate.
Sure.
Okay. Resolves.
Resolves, goes to grave, that gets set. Okay, next, I am going to Dinomicious, targeting Ronin Totem.
That's
okay. And then I will chain a Paleo.
Sure.
We'll chain, I guess we'll get this Dinomicious out. Okay, so resolves, I will get rid of this Blaze Accelerator Reload. That's not doing much now.
Completely dead, yep. Completely dead now.
Yep, completely dead now. Not doing a whole lot over there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to activate Canadia, target your Hallucinogenia. I'm going to chain a... What do we want to get here? Let's just get an Olenoides.
Sure.
Then I am going to normal summon Swap Frog.
Do you want to activate the...
I do not.
Okay, yes, that's fine.
Okay, then I'm also going to compulse your middle set.
In response to your compulse, I'll activate Paleozoic Dynamiscus.
Targeting.
I'll target your own Dynamiscus.
Okay, I'll chain up Paleo.
That's fine. Resolves?
Okay, I believe it will.
Okay, neat.
So we'll bring out this, I guess.
Okay, and I'll put this back in hand. This will go to grave.
You had a Morella in hand. That's gross.
This is banished too.
Oh, that's banished, yeah. My bad. Well, you still need a way to not die here, which I guess should make me feel a little good. So we'll go to battle.
Okay.
I'll hit swap into one of the known Paleos.
Okay. So that goes to grave since it was flipped.
Yeah, since it was set, it loses the fact that it would get banished here. And then we'll try to go for game here.
I'll flip a Dynamishkus.
Yet another one. Okay.
Flip-flop and a banish.
I don't know if we ever beating double Dynamiscus.
I know,
I was
right?
I was trying to account for one, but two's kind of rough. Oh, wait a minute. I can chain a paleo.
I was hoping you wouldn't see it, bro. Come on,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
No.
I almost punted that.
I hope you
Holy
did, bro. Oh,
shit.
that's so unfortunate, too, because I think that works. I don't think I have anything then.
Nothing else?
Nope, I think that's it. I think you got it.
Wow. The hour-long game one has come to an end. Holy
Oh,
shit.
my.
All
All
right.
right. Game 2.
Game one.
After a long battle, Alex. Oh, man, I can't believe you grinded that out barely, dude. I almost thought you
Barely.
forgot at the end there. You were like, oh, the double
Yeah.
Dynamiscus, man.
Yeah.
It does do it. And I was like, it
Yep.
sure does it. Don't
Yep.
realize. And you did. And you
Yep.
got it.
I made too many mistakes, both in progression and in history, with giving up too early. And so I try not to make that mistake now if I can. This is so much for this being a raging Tempest. This is
I know,
like
right?
a fucking dull pond at this point.
Dude, that was a snoozer of a game, dude. Holy
Oh,
smokes.
man.
It was close, too. I almost had you at a point. But all right, we'll see if we can mix it up this game, though. I'm going to go first this time. Weird with a trap deck. Who would've thought
Shocker,
it?
shocker. I definitely think that we both made some misplays in the last game, but to be
Oh,
fair,
100%.
both of us are playing this deck for, the the first
Yep.
time in quite a while. So
Yep.
good luck, buddy. Set
Good
5
luck,
pass?
duelist. More like set 3 pass.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And I'll set a monster here, too. Go ahead.
All right, we'll draw. Anything
I
standby.
do have some cards I'd like to activate. First
Okay.
card I'd like to activate during the standby is Paleozoic Morella.
Sure. Gonna go dumping.
Yes, gonna take a dump. I am going to dump a Paleozoic Kaya here.
Okay.
Still in standby phase. I am going to activate Spiritual Water Art Away. I'm going to tribute
confiscation.
my Ronin Tonin, and I'm going to chain Pakaya.
Okay.
Okay, so Kaya summons, and let me get a look.
Go ahead. There's some interesting ones.
Yes, those cards are all pretty good. Gamma Seal. I don't know why you play Gamma Seal.
Well, the Leo was so fun to deal with last time.
Oh, that does make sense. Yeah, Leo was a good card.
I was also afraid of you playing something with Super Dora again, and I wasn't citing Kaiju's last episode, so I figured, you know what? I should have a few of them. It seems a little bit better than a barrier statue, don't you
Just a
think?
tad, just a tad.
Tad.
I'll dump out the Swap Frog in your hand.
That seems like the logical choice here.
Yeah, and then separate chain link, I'm gonna activate Mind Crush,
Gross.
and I'm gonna get rid of your Snatch Steal in your
I
hand.
knew you were going to get rid of it. Yep, sure.
And then I'll also chain Morella in the graveyard.
Yep, just get 2 Paleos automatically. Seems pretty good.
Okay, you're good to go.
Main one, shocker. I'm going to be just setting 3 and passing. Who would have guessed?
it? Who would have guessed it? Standby phase? Main
You're good
phase.
in, actually, let me think.
You have anything?
In standby, yeah, I am going to do something, I think.
De-barrier me.
I am going to fire Morella.
Yeah, Morella's cool.
Okay. I will send Blaze Accelerator Reload.
Yep.
And I think I will permit you to go into main phase 1.
Dope. Thank you, friend. I'll throw these both on top of each other.
Sure.
And I'll make Oppa Binia.
Right.
Gotta
Now here, yeah, it's probably going to get out of hand if I don't, to be honest. So in response, I will reload.
Sure, go ahead, bud.
Just dump the scatter shots.
Unfortunately, bud, I need you to read the first line of Paleozoic.
Oh, it's unaffected by monster effects.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm thinking it's a trap effect. Shit.
Tough, buddy. I'll still take 15, though.
Oh,
No problem.
no. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right. Okay, I'm going to think here then.
Yeah,
that
you
was
still
a,
have quick
that was
effects
a,
you can activate.
Yeah, that was a huge misplay. Yeah, I forgot they're all unaffected by monster effects. That's kind of a problem. Okay, I'll Canadia then, and I'll chain the Morella.
That's fine.
Okay, so we'll set him. At least you don't get any value this turn.
I'll set 2, and I will pass to you.
Oh, man, I completely botched that. That sucks. We'll draw. Anything standby?
Okay. Nope, you're good.
Main 1. I'm going to Gamma Seal your Opabinia. It's not ideal, but it does at least get rid of it. And then I'm going to set 1. I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw. Standby main. All right, I'll just go to battle.
Sure.
And I'll declare an attack with Gamma Seal.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll take 1,000.
Yep. I will go to main phase 2.
This is banished.
Yes. I will set a card, and I will end my turn. Go ahead.
We'll draw. I'll set and pass. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Standby main.
Yep.
Battle. Attack for 22.
Sure.
Your move.
I will Dark Hole.
Sure. I'll resolve Sangan.
It's pretty good. Yep,
Sangan, I will pick up Substitute.
pretty good. I'll pass.
Draw.
Figured I was
Standby.
dead to title, so I figured I did Dark Hole.
All right, I'll start by normal summoning Substitute.
Yeah, that's a problem. I'll Canadia. We'll set it.
Okay. I'll chain Pakaya in the graveyard.
Sure.
Okay. summon. This gets set. I'll go battle, and I'll poke you for 12.
12 is fine.
All right, dude. Your turn.
Start doing something. I'll draw. That's interesting.
He said it's interesting. How
I did say it's interesting.
How interesting is that card in your hand?
It's interesting. So I'm gonna have a water art?
Is it enough to change the tide of battle?
Could.
I have a feeling it might be, so I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to activate the AoE, and I'm going to sack my Pakaya.
I'll chain Canadia.
Sure. Okay.
All good?
Then,
It was Heavy Storm.
oh, that was interesting. Okay.
Now you can see why it's interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. You're
That
right.
would have been very interesting to see what would happen if I just fired that off randomly. Okay, Substitute has 2,000 defense, doesn't he?
Correct.
That's so irritating. God, that's obnoxious. All right, go.
Dope. I will draw for turn.
Yep.
Stand by main. I'm going to flip up Substitute.
Sure.
I'm going to activate Substitute.
That's fine. Probably weren't expecting to get this far.
I'm going to summon Swap, and I'm going to trigger Swap.
Sure.
Right off Swap, I will dump a Flip-Flop Frog.
Okay.
I'll put the Swap back in hand.
Sure. Setting and passing.
I haven't used my original normal summon yet, so I am going to normal summon Swap Frog again.
Sure.
I'm going to trigger Swap Frog. Man, why do you get to play with Enamel Karis and I don't? Mom said it's my turn.
For all the good it did me in our game 1.
All right, I'm just going to dump Ronin.
Sure.
I'll put it back in my hand again.
Okay.
Set a card. I'll just end the turn. Go ahead.
Draw. Stand by.
Nope, you're good.
Let's go to battle.
Sure. 12?
Hit for 12.
No problem.
Main 2. Yeah, I'll just pass.
I'll draw. Stand by main. I'll normal summon Swap, and I'll activate the effect.
This looks like the last game, except reverse now.
Sure does. Is that good?
Yep, you're good.
All right, I'll dump me a dupe.
Okay.
I'll activate Swap, put it back in my hand.
Okay.
I'll just pass. Go ahead.
We'll draw. Battle. Hit for 12.
Yep. Another 12 is fine.
Main 2. I will set 1, and I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand by main. All right, I'll start my turn by activating Paleozoic Pakaya.
I will chain the Canadia in my grave.
That's fine. Okay, resolves. I'll pitch Oleanites, and I'll draw 2.
Yep.
I'm going to activate Dark Wool.
Well, we tried. Sure. So these both get banished.
I'm going to activate Confi. I'll bump a card out of your hand here.
I'll chain Maxi.
That's fine. I'll normal summon Swap, and I'll activate the effect.
Sure.
I will dump a Flip-Flop Frog. I will go battle. I'll poke you for a grand.
Sure. So I'll take 1,000.
Main 2. I'll bump the Swap back to hand. Set 1. Not scared of heavy, so I'll set 2. Go ahead, your turn.
Fantastic use of Maxi. Couldn't have asked for more. We'll go to main 1.
Yep.
We'll normally swap of our own. Activate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We shall dump a... Double check the graveyard. We will dump a Ronin.
Sure.
Let's get him out of here. I'm going to use the effect of Ronin.
Sure.
Bring him out.
Yep.
Battle hit for 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000's fine.
Yep. Main 2, I will add back to hand, and we'll pass it over.
During the end phase, I'll activate Mind Crush, and I'll call Swap Frog.
Sure.
Okay. I will chain Pakaya.
Sure.
Cool. Still thinking on end phase here.
Okay.
I'll activate Canadia, and I'll target your Ronin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll chain Oleanites in the graveyard.
Sure.
Cool. All right. Draw for turn.
I will de-barrier you on standby phase, declaring Xyz.
Okay. Man, that sucks. That's such a good card.
It's good. I'm glad I remembered it this episode.
Do I chain another one of these and get blown out by Dark Hole or Raigeki? Okay, yeah, I'll chain Morella.
Sure.
Main 1. I will normal summon Swap.
Yep.
Now trigger Swap.
Okay. Sounds good.
I will add back the Swap.
Okay.
I will set a card, and I will end my turn. Go ahead.
I'll draw. I will pass.
Interesting. Okay, I will draw for turn. Stand by main.
All good.
I'll overlay these 3
Okay.
into my own Enamel Karis. You have to have a response for this, right?
Yeah. So in response, yeah, we'll chain Dynamicious. Wasn't sure if you had Anomalocaris because of what you said earlier. I knew you had Opabinia, but I don't know. I didn't know you had one of these two.
All right, in response to your Dynamiscus, I'm going to activate Canadia in the graveyard.
Sure.
And I'm going to chain not Dynamiscus, Enamel Karis. I'm going to target your other face down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, resolves.
Okay. So I discard the Mystical Space Typhoon. Anomalocaris is banished.
It is, you're right.
And you get a Canadia. Cool.
I do get a Canadia. Okay, let's keep going.
Yep. I don't think so. I think you just went straight to Xyz.
Broken. I will normal swap, and I'll activate
Yep.
swap.
Sure.
I'll dump dupe.
Yep.
I will activate Ronin Tonin.
Okay.
Banish dupe. Summon Ronin.
Yep. Oh, you have a second one. Fuck that. I'm out.
You just said
out.
I'm done, bro. Yep, I had a second one.
Jesus Christ.
Man. You know, I could have just summoned the Dark Mist too, but I'm not going to cheat you. There you go. All right, game 3. Let's go.
Gage, this has been a disaster. I think at this point, just the fatigue is getting to me for how long these matches are taking.
Dude, we've been, of course these are
Oh
cut
my
down,
God.
but I think we've been sitting here for a solid, I think it's like an hour and a half or something like that, dude.
I think it's maybe been longer. I think we're nearing 2 hours in raw footage at this
Damn,
point. But
these fucking duels, bro.
I know. You said you wanted to avoid this, so I mean, I agree with you. I also would have wanted to avoid this as well. We'll see what happens. Good luck,
See how
buddy.
it goes. Good luck, bud.
All right, this is pretty good. Normal summon swap frog.
Yep, swap is good.
It's not bad. We'll get the Ronin. We will bounce back, swap to hand, and then I'm going to set 4 cards face down and pass the turn.
Jesus. Okay, I'll normal. I mean, draw. Whatever. Stand by main.
See?
That's the fatigue, bro. It's the fatigue.
We still got one more. Anyone's game. Anyone's game. I think I punted the last one through a huge misplay, but I still think you were definitely favored anyway.
It happens to the best of us, bud. I'll say it. I will set a monster, and then I will set 2 spell or trap cards face down, and I'll end my turn. Go ahead.
I will draw. Anything in standby.
Nope, you're good.
Main one. We'll bring out the swap.
Yep.
Activate him.
Yep.
Let's dump a dupe. Your set is either a 2K Defender or it's Sangan, both of which I hate.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to bounce the swap back to hand. I think I'm going
Sure.
to set a 5th card and pass.
Sure, I'll draw. Stand by main. Pot agreed.
Imperial Order.
All right, in response to the Impo, I do have Oleanites, so I will chain it.
I was going to say, I'm like, if this resolves, I'm like shocked you don't have Olenoides. That would basically confirm that you don't. Gross. Yeah, fine.
Dope. Resolves. I will draw my
Yep.
2 cards.
Awful. That's like
Good
the
for
worst
me.
case scenario for that. Yeah, you get to draw 2 and you put a Paleo Engrave on top of it.
Yep. I'll just set another 2. I'll pass it over to you.
Sure, we'll draw. Bring out the swap.
Yes, swap's fine. Are you activating swap?
I am.
Does it bounce to hand for cost? Yeah, semicolon.
Yes, it does.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. So with the swap frog, I will get rid of a Ronin token.
Sure.
I'll activate to bounce to hand.
Yep.
And I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Incredible. I will flip.
Isn't this riveting gameplay?
I know, right? This is ridiculous. So I'm like terrified of TT. I'll set a card and I'll
Okay.
just pass. Go ahead.
Thrilling. I'll draw. Oh my god. I guess it's something. Bring out the swap frog.
Yep.
Activate the effect.
Sure.
I will dump a swap frog.
Sure.
I will add swap frog to hand.
Yep.
I will set 1
Yep.
and I will pass the turn.
I will draw. Stand by main.
I just like don't want to do anything.
I don't want to do anything either. I don't want to commit anything because everything feels bad. I'm going to flip summon Sangan.
Sure.
I'm going to go battle phase. I'm going to poke you for 1,000.
That's fine.
Main 2, I'll set a card. I'll end my turn. Go ahead. First damage, bro. Oh, man. I got you on a
first
clock.
damage.
8-turn clock. You got to do something.
Gotta do something. I gotta do something. All right, I'll draw. Normal swap.
Yep.
Activate swap.
Yep.
I will dump a swap.
Sure.
Add swap to hand.
Yep.
I will banish a swap for a Ronin.
Yep.
That checks the Sangan.
It does. I can't. You stop the clock?
I have stopped the clock, but at what cost, Gage? At what cost? Oh my lord. Go.
All right. During the end phase, I'm going to activate Morella.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I'm going to chain Oleanites.
Sure.
Okay. Summon Oleanites, and I'll dump with Morella.
Yep.
I'll dump with Kaya.
Seems pretty good.
Okay. My go.
Yep.
Draw. Stand by main. All right. I'll flip summon Dupe Frog.
Nothing feels good, Gage.
It just
Nothing
doesn't.
feels good. Oh my god. Sure, that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to take both of these bad boys. I'm going to throw them into Ope.
Okay. On the summon of Opabinia, I will Canadia, targeting Opabinia.
Yeah. Yep. That's fine.
Okay.
Throw the Sangan in defense, and I'll pass turn. Go ahead.
Well, this might be as good as this gets, so I might have to do this, and I'm probably going to regret it. I'm going to activate Blaze Accelerator Reload.
Yep. That's fine.
Okay. I will use the effect. I will pitch the Scatter Shot.
Okay. You can draw your card.
Okay. And then effect a Scatter Shot.
Yep.
It's not pretty, but it does clear up Opabinia while it's set.
It does. I'm going to take 15. It's going to pop both of these, and I'm going to be able to resolve Sangan.
Correct. You do get to resolve Sangan.
All right, Sangan. I'll pick up a swap frog.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go.
Over to me? Okay. Just want to make sure. I will draw for turn then. Okay. That's interesting.
But is it good though?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm thinking.
No, you're okay, bro. This is a fucking.
Jesus Christ. This is so
Yeah,
hard.
this is a fucking hard ass matchup too.
Let's normal summon Swap Frog.
Yep, seems like a standard play. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to see what's left in my deck because I'm not even sure if I have anything. I do have something.
Okay.
I will get rid of the Duke Frog.
Okay.
I'm very tempted to put Ronin in attack, but I know that's a terrible idea. I will go to battle phase.
Yep. 1,000.
I will hit for 1,000.
I'll take it.
It's the little things. Main 2, I will get the swap back to hand. I will set 1.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw. Stand by main. I'll normal swap. I'll trigger swap.
That is fine.
I will dump a Ronin Tonin on my own.
Okay.
Pop it swap back.
Pass the turn.
No, not yet. Hold on. I'll activate
It seems
one
pretty
for one.
standard at this point. Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to pitch swap.
For the 1 for 1. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I'll summon Substitute.
Sure.
Anything on resolution. Okay, I'm going to activate Substitute.
Sure. Get another swap.
No. I'm going to actually pick up Dupe.
Okay.
I'll set a card and I'll go to my end phase. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, bud, your turn.
I'll draw. Okay. I'm going to start by activating Morella.
Okay, I will chain Akaya.
With Morella, we will get a... Just dump another Morella.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Lost Wind, targeting your Dupe Frog.
Okay, I'll activate Barella.
Sure.
Okay, it resolves.
Then I'm going to activate Compulse, target the Dupe.
Why are you doing this? Okay, I'll activate Olenites.
Okay.
Okay, resolves. I'll pick up my
Dupe
Dupe.
goes to hand.
Raigeki me.
You called it.
Okay, thinking.
Yep. I figured you were going to think on this.
Yep, weird. Okay, I'm gonna activate Dynamishkus.
Targeting.
Targeting, Ronin Tonin.
I will chain Canadia. Anything else?
No, resolves.
Okay. So I get a Canadia. You banish the Ronin, and then everything goes to grief. See what we hit. Hallucinogenia, Fiendish Chain, hit a Canadia. We had a lot of good things there. All right, bit of a clean slate here to a degree. I am going to normal Swap Frog.
Sure.
I'm going to banish for Ronin Toten.
Sure.
Okay, so now I'm going to overlay. And we'll go for the big boy.
Yep.
He's okay. I'll go to battle.
Sure.
All of these are basically the same. I hate Pakaya, how Pakaya looks the most, so I'll hit that one.
Pakaya's the coolest one, but that's okay. I'll banish Pakaya.
Okay. Then main 2, I will set a card, and I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw. Standby phase, main phase.
All good.
All right, I'm going to activate Ronin Tonin. I'm going to banish a Swap Frog.
Sure.
I'm going to summon it back.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll overlay the 3. Stare
The
down.
Anomalocaris Wars?
Yeah, stare down. Anomalocaris. Got anything?
No, you're good.
I didn't think I'd get this far. I'll attempt to enter the battle phase.
Sure, battle phase is fine.
I'll activate Animal Karis and I'll pop your face down.
I will chain Dynamishus.
That's the good one. Yes. Okay.
It is the good one.
That resolves.
Okay.
Oh,
this
actually,
will
wait. Does Dynamishkus target or no?
It does target. Why?
Do I have a response? No, this is fine. Okay. Would you like to chain a Paleozoic?
Yeah, I'll
go.
just grab a Morella out of my grave if you'll allow.
Sure, that's fine.
Cool. So it was a Quaking Mirror Force in my hand. This also triggers Anomalocaris' first effect. So I'm going to excavate the top card, and if it's a trap, I get to add it to my hand. And
Nice.
It's not, of course.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
I'll go
So
main
just go to
2.
grave? Yeah, it just goes to
Yeah,
grave.
it's good. Great. I'll go to main 2. I'll activate Dark Hole.
I'm like, it's dark hole or bust at this point
Yeah,
for
right.
you. And unfortunately, you had it. So I don't think there's much I could have done there.
I did have it. I will normal summon Swap Frog, and I'll activate Swap Frog.
Sure.
I will dump Ronin Tonin.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to bounce back the Swap Frog.
Sure.
I'm just going to pass turn. Go ahead, bud.
I am 99% sure you're going to have this now because
I'm just up on cards, too, which is huge.
Yeah, you're up on cards, which is just, like, not good. It's going to be hard. I mean, I haven't given up yet, but it's going to be difficult. I will set 1. I think I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand by main.
I was really hoping that Anomalocaris could carry me there.
Anomalocarius.
Yeah. Ha ha.
Let's see.
Can't wait till all the people watching Progression Series make a meme of that one
I will banish Opabinia and Substitute
for the title.
for title, yeah.
Sure.
I'm on normal summon Fishborg Blaster.
Sure.
I'll go battle phase, sink in 27. Main phase 2. Dump both these off, and I'll make Stardust Dragon.
Gross.
Pretty good. I know you still have Raigeki Dark Hole Index, so that's pretty nice.
Not bad.
Your move.
We'll draw. I will set, and I will pass.
Draw. Standby main. I'll normal summon Swap Frog, and I'll activate the effect.
Sure.
Dump a Flip Flop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll banish Flip Flop and a Ronin Tonin, and I'll summon back title.
Okay.
I'll attempt to leave main phase.
Sure.
Battle.
Yep.
I'll go 1,000.
Take it.
25.
Sure.
Game.
You got it. I have Fiendish Chain, but it doesn't matter because you can chain a Paleo and hit the last hit in.
I sure can.
I should have banished for the Ronin. I was like, maybe one turn I might be able to survive, but nope. You found the line. So good game, buddy.
Holy
the Paleo mirror goes in your face. That was miserable.
That was miserable,
awful.
bro. Please don't ever queue up this deck
Holy
again.
Shit.
Oh my.
Me? What about you?
Yeah, well, listen, I didn't know you had Opabinia. I was like, there's no way he queues up this snooze fest, so we'll never run into the mirror match. But look, now this is what we're at here. We're at the mirror match, and it was miserable.
I took a risk with that heavy storm line because I figure if, like, what I was identifying with this matchup is if you can stick just a big monster without anything that could possibly, like, contest it, then that's, like, your ticket to victory, right? And so the theory was I storm you, I get all of your Paleos out of the graveyard, and then I was hoping you were going to put them in defense so I could hit over them first. But unfortunately, you were cognizant enough to put them in attack. And then make the Anomalocaris, and just having that established was just going to be difficult for you to really do anything, especially because I knew I had Dynamish just backing it up. I figured, like, it literally had to be, like, just a Dark Hole or maybe a Dynamicious of your own, but I figured I would have heavy stormed that away by that point. I figured, like, everything else in your hand was just maybe monsters that weren't really doing anything, or just another, like, maybe a random, like, less good trap in your hand that you just didn't want to set. So I think I took a gamble on that because, I mean, you saw I had, like, Lost Wind, I had Compulse, I had D-Barrier, I had, like, stuff to protect me, but I think I just got impatient thinking, like, that might be the way to just kind of clean things up a little bit quicker, and it got turned right on my head rather quickly.
If anything I learned from this matchup that we played, it's like patience is a virtue. Because like the thing I was thinking about, it's like whoever gets initiative by getting a Paleozoic in the grave first is a huge advantage. Because the fact that like I can stack my Paleozoics from the grave and you can't, like that's just huge. Like the most of the time, like I had those 4 back row, I was just waiting for you to do something where I was like, okay, I have to answer it. Because otherwise, if I do anything else and just get greedy, you get a Paleozoic back and things can get bad. So I was just like biding my time, seeing like when is like the right time to activate it, and then you got greedy with that heavy storm play, and I had that Dark Hole since turn 1 I think or something like that, and I was just like that's another thing that I was worried about with you too, is because I didn't want to put anything big on board. Like even the Opabinia, I felt like I was committing too much with Opabinia into like 4 back row, but like because I was like you have Dark Hole, Raigeki, and as soon as you play one of those I just lose everything that I made there, and then you get to bounce back. So this was a rough matchup. No, this was like, oh man, I know we both played different variants though. I like your volcanic style, that was pretty sick actually with the Morella. I thought the water arts and stuff were a little bit better. Did you play? You don't have Title, right?
No, I don't have Title, so I wasn't able to play it. And I think Title is such a big card in this matchup because like our monsters kind of cap out at 2,400, right? Unless like, you know, Hallucinogenia is in play or like Eldonia, but I don't think either of us are playing that. No. And so the fact that you have the Title I feel like your deck was the better of our 2 decks. And I think that's like ultimately was the reason like why you ended up winning this, even though I did like definitely like misplay for sure. But I still think that your build was just better because you have like access to like the water synchro pool, you have like the Title, different things like that. That just pushes your deck over mine in a lot of different ways. The volcanic scattershot thing, I remember playing at the YCS when Raging Tempest was legal, and I remember seeing this from the Paleozoic decks at the time. And so I thought, I wasn't thinking you were going to be playing the mirror, right? I was thinking you might be playing a bunch of other decks. And so in any other like instance, then that would have actually been pretty good. But I had to find like any opportunity to get some value off of it before you just established a bunch of Paleos or like an Opabinia or an Anomalocaris where it's just absolutely dead. I mean, to be fair, I could have saved it for this exact moment and I could have like Fiendish Chain Stardust and like nuked the whole board, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, that's like 40 turns later that this happened. You know, I kind of had to take it for what it was at the time. I just didn't want you to get too far ahead from that perspective. Good games though, man. Good games, man.
That was a sweat. That was one of the, I think that might have been the longest match we've ever played.
It may be, yeah. Like in terms of raw footage, it's probably one of the longest. I can't wait to see what it is once it's all edited. Did you get anything good from the set though? Is the question.
Interestingly enough, it's interesting. I'll put it that way. I got double that grass looks greener.
I'm shocked you didn't play 60 card Paleo if you got double
the thing I thought about is people played it with left arm offering back in the day, and there's no way to punish it. Like you don't have Ash Blossom or anything, but like, why would I play 60 cards? And like,
really it.
Yeah, but like, why would I play 60 cards and like hope I can draw that grass when I don't have like left arm offering or something like that?
I mean, you auto win if you get it. It's like painful choice on crack.
Yeah, because you
be
just
fair.
dump Snow and you're like, wow, I'm the greatest.
Right, you can play Snow, you can play the bad Paleozoics even in that deck, and it's fine. And there's even cards like Needlebug's Nest, which I considered as well, just to be able to load up your graveyard with Paleos really quickly. I also, since I wasn't expecting you to go Paleo this round, my side deck had like virtually nothing to prepare for it. I was just playing like spell and trap removal, which isn't even that good. It's only good at like disrupting the chain, so then that way you can't get like Paleos back. But like destroying them, like, yeah, you don't get the value off of them on the field, but it usually doesn't matter, right? Like as long as you're just getting them back on the field to go into Anomalocaris, Opabinia, you also have better rank 2s than I do.
Do you only
as well.
have one Anomalocaris?
I have 2 Anomalocaris.
Okay,
you just never saw the
well.
second one.
Okay, I was going to say, because that would have been a big up on me too if I had 2 Anomalocaris and you didn't.
Yeah, for real. And I mean, Anomalocaris is like the card you try to go for when you're trying to seal up the game, typically from like when I've played with and against Paleo in the past. And I mean, that's like all I had though. I didn't have any other rank 2s. I had nothing. So, I mean, you had at least other options to go into where I just had to kind of go into Opabinia or Anomalocaris. And with both of us just sitting there doing nothing, waiting for one of us to activate traps, I couldn't even get the value off of getting a trap monster on the field to be able to make Opabinia or Anomalocaris because they need those Paleos underneath in order to get the good effects that they have. And because neither of us were doing it, this has to be one of the worst mirror matches ever.
It's awful.
Like,
It's not fun
Like,
even.
people may say the Psy-Frame mirror match is bad. People may say like the Dark World mirror match is bad. I don't know. I think this is probably up there as like top 5 worst mirrors like ever. It's so mind-wrenchingly terrible.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Like even just by the time alone that we could see like 2 hours in a match or something like that, it's not even. It's like interesting because I feel like they're like one slip up, like I was saying, and you could completely lose the match. But like it's just like there's so minute differences and everything. It's just like a hell of a matchup. It's so long too.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was telling you when we were side decking, I'm like, I could not imagine bringing this deck to an event when Paleo was a good deck because you would run into the mirror, and I just
awful.
I just not even want to deal with that.
The only thing I remember about Paleozoic back in the day and when it was good is when Lost Wind came out and there was the first YCS. There was this guy playing Paleozoic and we went game 1 and he locked me out and I won in time limit because I had more life points in game 1. But we had a 40-minute game 1, and that's what I remember about Paleozoic, dude. It's a snooze.
I think we had a 40-minute game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
Too, but we have to give the people a show. We don't have a time limit.
100%, bro. Gotta rake in the ad revenue. Bring it in.
Oh, man. This is going to be a big one for that. That's for sure. But Maximum Crisis is up next. Lots of good cards in that set, too. Just several big sets coming up. So this one was a bit, I mean, I think people will find this interesting, but it was also a bit of a snoozer at the same time.
Did you get anything else good from Raging Tempest? Did you get any, like, Zodiacs?
I didn't get any secret rares this time, which makes sense because I got, like, 4 last time. I got 2 Tiger Mortar, actually, which was cool.
That's nice.
But I only got 2 Whiptail, 1 Rat Pierre. I think I got playsets of the commons, and that's really it. I didn't even get a Borbo, which is pretty pathetic.
No. That's actually sad. I don't think I got Borbo either. I think I got a Tiger Mortar, and I got like double Whiptail, double Rat Pierre, or something like that, but not playable. No, just don't have the
too high rarity.
Go.
Yeah. If we had the secret rare luck that we've had in like the last few episodes for this, maybe it's one Trident is enough, honestly. I think that may make it worth it, but it just didn't come to fruition. But I can't wait to see what you bring next time, buddy. Things keep changing up every single time, it seems. I didn't want to bring Dino Mist again because I knew you were going to assume I was going to play it, so I had to try to do something
I had the system
different.
downs in the side deck ready to go, just absolutely slam you.
Yep, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Well, we'll see what happens next time then.
Yep.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Maximum Crisis is up next, and you're not going to want to miss it. Who knows? Maybe one of us will get an Ash Blossom. That would be pretty sweet. But we have to shout out our patrons, so big shouts to Shout1317, Showtagonist, Sean Olling Jr., Joshua Schlee, Cameron Smith, and Gayoko, Tim00x3, Eka, Ironfang, Pony Starkey, and Musa, Michael Dente, Dan the Man Hoban, Part 2, Synchro Guy, Ole, Mystic Walk, Sylvia Wild, Jinya Taisho, Draconic, Dollywop, Jarvis Martin, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Thomas Nelson, Jordan Coons, Calvin, Cole T, Iron Blazin, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Farfa gives Gage bad advice. Do you think that's still the case, buddy?
100%. Yes, 100%.
Lumpy, Nehru Celeste, David Liu, Rockley 325, Lane Rogers, Silent Agent 216, I Side Ingren, Maju and Salad, Sky Rose, Stone Hunter, Yusuf Aslan05, Garthlox COW, John 2 Base, Apathy Astro, Brody Eastwood, Dace Zero, Carlos DT, and then we also have Flannel Daddy, Give Me Speedroider, Give Me Death, Shane Korn, and TC Gaming. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you in Maximum Crisis.